We say what they can't radio.
Welcome back to the second episode of the Couch Takes. I'm your host, Rich.
I'm Jaya.
Chance.
BG.
Today's episode, we're really going to be talking about the play-in right now with everything still ever changing between, the 7th to 10th seed of the Western Conference and the Eastern Conference. But I feel like today's a good day to talk about it. I think, the seedings is really not going to change too much. I just kind of want to go over, before we go into the matchups and everything, I kind of want to go over how everybody feels about, the play-in. Does it feel like it's a competitive edge on the regular season? Do we feel like it's a disadvantage for certain seedings? Like, Majay, what do you feel? I'm sorry.
I gotta go first. At first, when it first came out, I was confused about it. Everybody was really confused. And once it actually started to play out, I like the idea of being able to get in the playoffs if you're like a 9-10 seed, but I think it should only be 9-10. Like, I feel like 7-8, y'all earned y'all matchups. That's where y'all at. Because the playoffs have always been 1 through 8, and then 1 through 16 altogether. So I feel like those should be locks. 9 and 10, they should play one game for. Actually, they shouldn't play a game, honestly. Because I'm thinking about it, where would you put the 9 and 10? We're gonna do 1 through 9 now.
I think
that doesn't make any sense.
You probably just let them play the 8th seed. At that point.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so 9 and 10 will play. So 7 is good. 1 through 7 locked. And then you would do 9 and 10. And whoever...
Maybe put the 8th seed as a disadvantage rather than the 7th seed, because we've seen it before where a 7th seed, for example, I think it was the 2020 playoffs where
that was the first year
we saw that game. I think we saw that game. That was the Nets and the Cavs. The Cavs
that was
were
not
actually
2020, was it?
2022,
right?
2022. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said 2020, but 2022 we saw the Nets be the 8th seed, and they ended up snagging the 7th seed from the Cavaliers. And then the Cavaliers ended up losing the game to the Hawks. I think that was the Hawks.
They lost to the Hawks,
and they got booted out the whole entire playoffs. So, do we feel like that's a disadvantage for the 7th and 8th seed? Do we feel like the 9th and 10th seed deserve a chance to be in the playoffs?
It depends on the 9-10 seed. Because even though people say, Lakers and Warriors not traditional, they shouldn't be in the playoffs, right? But people still give the Lakers a fighting shot against one of the top 2 teams.
Yeah, people still think they're going to win the championship.
Yeah, so it's
very far-fetched.
The playing game is good because it gives more excitement towards the end of the season. Because if this was a couple years ago when it was just 1 through 8, nobody would care about any of the teams 9-10.
Honestly.
But now I bet you the 9-10 game with the Warriors and Lakers is going to be one of the most watched games. Probably more watched than one of these playoff series. So
that's true. Yeah. That's true. How you feel, BG?
I mean, it's okay. When they brought it out, I thought it was fine. My only problem is the 7 and 8 seed. My only problem with that is if the 8 seed has a better record than the 9 and 10, even the 7 seed, I feel like, just personally, if those teams have better records than the 9 and 10, the other 2 teams y'all gone. Y'all shouldn't even be in the play-in. The West this year, it makes sense
because they are
almost
all
from 6th to 10,
4th. They basically close.
It's a 1-game difference for all you guys. So that makes sense. But on the East,
you got 36 wins.
You got 37 and you got 36 to the next seed.
No, but you
is
see,
44.
36,
You got 44 to 36.
It's not far.
It's not far, but it's just why
do you deserve to be?
Yeah,
in the
why
playoffs?
am I gonna play you for the spot I just earned?
Yeah, that's a fact.
So
I don't like the fact that it's a 1-game situation.
Yeah, I see why it's a problem, but then again, you guys have to realize, a few years ago, the league was at a really weird position, especially after quarantine. The bubble kind of made it weird. So it's just they had to bring some type of excitement to the game.
Because nobody would care right now.
Yeah. If it was me, I would try to change it, but it change just the I'd keep the 7 seed. That 8 seed I think could just be optional. If you could either just play for it, or if I was the 1st seed, I'd try to just pick the team I play. I mean, but that's the only thing you could change. Besides that, it's good for the league. You see See the Lakers, Warriors. That's about to be a big
Suns,
game.
Suns,
and
Kings.
Kings.
It makes teams want to fight a little bit
Yeah, a
harder
little
at
bit
the
more
end
at the end of the season.
And it makes the whole season like fun instead of like
True.
after, because usually like after All-Star break, like we already know who the top contenders are. We already know who's gonna be in the playoffs,
True.
and like it just gives it more excitement. But you know how the league is. They gonna do they're gonna do whatever it is to make money.
Exactly.
Sixers versus Heat's that's a good 6-7 though. No, 7-8.
That's a great.
Yeah, that's like
That's it
That's
right
a
now.
great.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Right
only
now.
reason why they're down there is because they lost Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to be a
Yeah.
great one, but like,
Yep.
do we
I
feel
would pick
like
the Sixers.
I
honestly.
would pick the Sixers, honestly. I think this little run by Jimmy Butler, the whole I don't care about this regular season stuff is kind of getting to an end.
He is
That's
such
the
a
most
clown,
corniest thing I've
bro.
ever heard, honestly speaking. Like the whole I don't care about the regular season. Regular season does matter. And I'm a firm believer on that. I don't care. Regular season matters. It depends on your seed. You're just gonna make it tougher for yourself by going up against the first. Say they win, they go against the Bucks. I'm sorry, but like the Bucks is smacking the Heat.
But you want to know why I feel like more players are getting that attitude is because of the playing.
Yeah, they'd be
Because
like, yo, we could-
because I could cruise
It's a safety
through the
net.
whole season,
Safety net.
get to
Yeah.
10th spot, right?
That's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna still I'll still play the top seed,
Right, I still have a
but
chance.
I still got a chance. Yeah.
Mhm.
Instead of by the time April come around, I mean, like after All-Star break, and then well, you got like 20, 30 something games
especially if
left.
they've done it before. They've done
And
it
then,
a couple
like,
times already.
If the plane wasn't there, like they'll be done. They're not playing for nothing after that.
Right.
I mean, do we feel like the playing has brought like a competitive edge?
For sure.
Yeah,
Regular
for
season.
sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Especially
For
for
sure.
those like teetering ones, like people who are like 5 and 6, like they be fighting hard for their 5 and 6
Yeah.
so they don't have to play in the
Go
play.
through that one
Like-
game.
Yeah,
anything
Because you
happen.
gotta
For the
realize
East.
the playoffs before the plane, that's 18 games to win for the whole. 18,
No, 16.
16, I'm
16.
sorry, 16 games to win. Then you gotta add, if you're the 7th seed, you gotta play 17 games. So
True.
if you're the 8th seed,
You gotta play.
you gotta play 18. And if you lose that,
Yeah, you
you
got
gotta play 19.
Play 19.
That's crazy.
That's actually crazy.
about the
I
playing.
never really
right?
thought of it
about
like
the
that.
playing. Who do you think has the more advantage going to that second game when it's the 6-7 game? They lose one of the teams that lose that game versus the team that wins that 9-10. What team you think has more of an advantage? The team that that lost that, or the team that got their win going into that second game?
It just depends, honestly.
Depends, right?
Yeah,
So
I was
like
gonna
if we take a look at the East, let's say the Heat end up winning against the 76ers, they play the Bucks. For some reason everybody thinks that's an easy matchup. I mean, I would rather face the Bucks and the Celtics, but after that, if you win that series, who's the next series up? You got the Knicks or the Pacers. To me, that's I favor that rather than going to the Celtics and possibly the Cavs and the Magic. You got on the other side, the 7 and 8. You know, say the Suns win that. They go on to what? They go on to a series between the Thunder, the Pelicans, and the Timberwolves. I like that side better. You know, rather than going against the 9th and 10th seed, you go in that direction. I kind of like the 8th and 7th seed better, like that path a little better. So I'm gonna give the edge over to whoever the 7th and 8th seed are
The team that loses.
that actually made the play-in or
Okay.
actually made the playoffs. and
No, but I
stuff.
think he's saying like
Like,
who lose it? Like
Who
who do you
lose
think
that
have the
playing game?
advantage if they lose?
I'm saying, like, say, like, for example, like the Suns lose that playing game, right?
Okay.
So they lost that game, and the Lakers win. Going to that second game in the play-in,
Who has the
Who
advantage?
has the momentum? The
Yeah.
team who won.
Yeah, the
that
team who
right?
won.
So
most
the-
definitely.
It's
yeah.
because more pressure is going to be on the team that lost.
And you have a
right?
lot of
Right.
rest time too. That's 4 days. No, that's depending on the schedule.
it's
That's
like a day and a
three
half,
or
2
3 or
days.
4 days of rest time
Okay.
too. And honestly speaking, like I kind of was like listening to the broadcast of last night's game, and it's kind of true. Like with the Celtics and the Nuggets, you have to wait a whole entire 4 days
Yeah.
or 4 or 5 days for this team to be decided.
Yeah,
so
that's
that little rest that you have where you're not playing can definitely take a toll.
That's why I said. That's why I said. I think the first, if they want to have the play-in, I think it's just the 8th seed. You play for that 8th seed, or the first team, the top seed, just picks their team. Because why am I gonna wait 4 days or damn near a week
Yeah,
to figure
I
out who I gotta play, and then I got a game plan? When in the beginning of the season, or like even in the middle of the season, you see who you think you're gonna play, and then you game plan even before March.
Yeah, that's true. Because you don't even know as the first and second seed. You don't even know who you're gonna play.
Yep.
Honestly.
The last game is on Sunday. So, like, the last regular season game is Sunday. So, whoever is not in the play-in is waiting from Sunday until, like, the next Saturday or Sunday to play. So, they have, like, a week off. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a
I
lot.
feel like it's a lot, but also players need rest. That's
They
a lot of
need
rest.
it, but a
They
week,
need
like,
it.
Yeah.
imagine
Time
somebody,
to
like,
bandage up, like, because a lot of players go through injuries that never make the injury
report. Yeah,
so,
that's true.
like nicked up, certain like injuries giving you problems throughout the year. So rest is also good, but
Yeah.
I don't think the Nuggets or Celtics gonna be rusty going to that first series though.
The Nuggets and the Sun.
Celtics,
Celtics,
like, I don't think they're
okay.
gonna be
Really
rusty
care
going to
about
that
it.
first
I think both teams will be okay.
year. Like I don't.
That's true.
I think it just, the Celtics might have a little bump.
That come later down the line though.
Yeah. No, first seed. Who they might play?
Sixers Heat. That's
You know how the Heat be. They
Yeah,
just
that's
come out
annoying.
of nowhere.
That's annoying
a
for
little
a
bit
series.
annoying, but
that's
I
like
think
yeah,
they'll beat either team in, like, 5 games, honestly.
It's still annoying though.
Honestly, the
That's still-
Celtics is like, I'm sorry, I can't see the whole Heat thing. Like the whole Heat.
Yeah,
hype.
I don't see it for them.
They don't
Not-
have the regular bench
It's
that
just-
they
Yeah,
had
not this year.
before.
Definitely
Yeah,
not
I don't
this
know.
year.
Just not this season. I mean, Terry Rozier was a good pickup. Patty
Mhm.
Mills was a good pickup, but that's not enough.
yeah.
That's not enough.
Listen, man, we'll see. With them, we'll see, bro. I
We'll
ain't gonna say
see.
nothing.
Oh my God.
We'll see.
I don't know. Anyway, all right. So I think I want to get into the other topic about, the actual playing teams. We got, from the West side, we got the Suns, Kings, Lakers, and Warriors. On the East side, we have the 76ers, Heat, Bulls, and Hawks. Out of all 8 of these teams, who has the best chance of, making it all the way, making it through the conference and beating the finals?
I don't want to go first. Y'all not gonna like my take.
Ladies first.
Okay, so we're just picking from the playing teams, right?
Playing team.
Okay.
Are we picking both sides or just like one side?
Both sides.
sides,
Both
yeah.
sides.
All right.
Let's start from the West.
So if I had to choose a team from the West, I would probably pick the Suns.
Yep.
Only because of the star power. I mean, I don't think they're a good team, but I don't think the Lakers are that good, or the Warriors, or the Kings. So I'm just gonna go for the Suns, strictly off Kevin Durant. I know he can carry. Bradley Beal's good when he wants to be, and Devin Booker is just who Devin Booker is. So I would give them a chance to get all the way. I don't see it, but if I had to pick, I would pick the Suns
Okay.
from the West.
Suns and I would say Sixers are the two teams. I think maybe the Heat too. I'm conflicted. One of those three.
Nah. BG, who's your pick?
My teams. I got the Lakers. And if I'm picking on the East, I got the 76ers.
Okay.
Yeah, I would pick the
Who was
76ers too
your-
from
yours
the
is
East.
the
Yeah,
76ers?
like there's
How
no
many
other
games
way to
left?
go.
I think
2 or 3.
yeah.
Two.
You see, with the 76ers is gonna be difficult
Yeah.
because Joel just came back, so you don't know how he's feeling yet, 100%. And you just had Giannis go down a few days ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
I,
think that
mean,
was
if you're the
1 or 2
76ers,
weeks.
you want that 7 seed.
You want that?
Because
I feel
if
like
you
any
could
team
get
win it.
if you could get a game or two
Without Giannis,
without Giannis in Milwaukee,
big.
that's big.
That's big.
And you know how that team been looking. That team ain't been looking correct. I'm just telling you guys.
yeah, they lost like the Grizzlies. Who else did they lose to?
Bad stretch.
I just seen them
Raptors.
lose
Very
to the
bad.
Knicks.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
They
Knicks
lost to
is
the
good.
Raptors,
Yeah,
but-
Wizards,
team, bro.
Oh, y'all have
Grizzlies.
both stars on the floor. Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
that's a
It's
bad
pl-
loss.
It's playoff time. What are we talking about? This
I
is
think
time to
team-
hoop.
I just think that's
Yeah.
a playoff. I just think that's a playoff team. So.
Yeah, the Knicks. Yeah, they
I don't
lose
know.
that
But,
game.
you know,
I would not want to see. I would not want to see Giannis at all. Like in this situation, I probably would. If I'm one of the playing teams, I test my luck with the Celtics.
Hell no, I'm taking some luck with the
But
Bucks.
I'll test my
I'm
luck.
testing
with
my
the
lucks with the Bucks.
Bucks
man.
is steam. The Celtics looking like they could steamroll anybody.
The Bucks is
Out
looking
that,
like
at that 4 seed, at them 4 teams.
the Bucks
Yeah,
is
I
looking
feel
like they can't give me a bucket in the final 3 minutes of the game.
That's a fact.
And you had one of the clutchest mans in all sports.
This is
Hey,
true.
listen, they just blew out the Celtics not too long
They
ago.
did.
that
they
was
did. They gave him
cool.
that
That
work.
was cool.
He said that was
but
cool.
But
That don't mean nothing. We got the number 1 seed, so we
I just think
chilling for now.
I just think that's a playoff rising team. So like I don't know. Like
The
I've seen
ceiling
Chris
rises on the
Middleton.
floor.
I've seen Chris Middleton do some crazy shit. I've seen I've seen Dame do some crazy shit in the
Yep.
playoffs. I've seen Giannis do insane things in the playoffs. I don't know. I don't want to see that team. The only problem I have with that team is just the inconsistency of Dame. But I mean, that's a playoff riser right there. He's not really known for the regular season. I've been watching that man for like I don't know how long.
He's not known for the.
He's not known for the regular season. But when it comes to that
Wait.
playoffs,
Don't you think that's a problem, Rich?
Wait. He missed the playoffs mad times, so
he has missed
he's
the playoffs.
had like
man.
good moments in the playoffs, but
Even
I
when
wouldn't
he
necessarily
does
consider
have
him like a
good
playoff
moments.
player.
I've only seen
The
him.
last good moment he got waxed. I remember the last time I was watching him.
What was that?
He was smacking the
Talking
Nuggets.
about-
He
you
was
talking-
smacking them.
Oh, he
Smacking
was.
the Nuggets.
Oh
Still
man,
losing.
listen, man. Him,
Oh, when CJ McCollum like carried that
You know
last
how much he
game.
averaged in that
Yeah,
series?
bro.
Like
Nah, they lost that
40.
one game. He
Averaged
lost that game.
40.
His teammates lost in that game where he gave him 50. Remember that game he was
Yes.
all stupid.
That was because CJ McCollum
Yeah.
he dropped
When he hit that
55 or
cra-
something.
When he
Yeah,
hit
he
that crazy spin around three.
He
Yes.
had Austin.
It
He
was
had
crazy.
Austin
He was
Rivers
on it.
praying for a miss.
He
That
was
was
on
the
it.
craziest game I ever watched.
That's why I'm
And
holding
that was the
off
craziest
hope.
sell I
Austin
ever
Rivers.
watched.
That's why, like, with the Bucks this whole season, be like, yo, let's see what they do when it's all on the wood, all on the floor, like all on the.
About it though, that was the last time we ever seen Dame in the playoffs.
Yeah, so
So-
we'll see.
That was a minute ago.
Two years ago, right?
That was 2021.
No, that was.
No,
That was after
20
the bubble
Two.
or before the bubble?
It was 2-1.
I think it was one. I think
I
it was
think it might
one.
have been one. Yeah.
21.
Oh yeah, I don't remember seeing fans in the stadium like packed
Yeah,
out.
not a lot, right?
So
I don't
Yeah,
think
it
when
was
the
one.
I don't think when the
Yeah,
Bucks
it was
won, they were
one.
in the playoffs whatsoever.
so
The bubble was when they lost to the Lakers. The
Mm-hmm.
year after that was what 21.
Yeah.
So,
they
that
lost
was
to
the year.
Nuggets.
So that was the year.
21.
So they
And that was
lost to the
last time.
Nuggets. Then the Suns played the Nuggets. They beat the Nuggets, and then they went on
Yeah.
to beat the
Yep,
And then
Clippers
they
Yep.
traded CJ like that
Yep,
next
yep.
year, and then they haven't
For
went back to the
a
playoffs.
I still
bag of
think either team they
chips and
play is
clip-
a good series though.
Wait, what happened?
What
If
you
the
mean?
Bucks play either Sixers or Heat, that's
Oh, yeah,
a good
it's gonna
series.
be
It's gonna
good.
be a good series.
That's a
I
good-
mean, I would rather face the Heat. I don't like Joel Embiid having a play-in team. Like, that's a bad matchup.
Yeah,
Who- they got a
Whoever gets the 76ers is a bad matchup.
Bad.
Yeah, because they got.
Because you want an easy
Like,
that's
easy
not a first round.
they got a consistent squad too. Like but
Maxine.
if Embiid didn't get hurt, they probably number 3 right now.
Yeah, because they were number 2 for majority of the season until he got hurt. They only
Okay, yep, they would.
So,
I remember
I
them.
mean-
they
Yeah.
were the second seed.
You got a team. If you the Bucks, like you got a team that's not consistent, and then you got a team that's consistent in the 76ers. So I don't think the Bucks want to see the 76ers at all.
It's all about the playoffs.
But yeah, I was about to say when the
We wanna
playoffs come, people just
When the
they be
playoffs come,
acting
yeah.
different. Like
Yeah, I
they just
don't
turn a
know.
different.
What about
attitude
the
on
West?
them.
What about the West?
Yes.
As for the West, I mean,
From
well,
the, from the
what?
Suns, I want to see the Timberwolves first round. That's a fact. I want to see them.
Well, who would win that series? Like, let's go over that. Let's go over who would win the series in each matchup right here, as we see it right now. Let's say the playing starts today. Let's start off with the Lakers and the Warriors. I feel like that's the best matchup right there. I feel like that's gonna generate a lot of viewers and everything. So
The
Lakers and Warriors.
They played before, right? And
they
the
have
Lakers
played
lost.
before.
I gotta go James.
Yeah,
No. In the play-in, the Lakers won.
The Lakers won.
Yeah, the Lakers won. That was when
Like-
he hit that. That was when he
That
hit
was
that
2
little
years
Okay,
fade
but
ago.
three.
but the
and he
Warriors
was
still
like,
made
"I
the
saw 3
playoffs, though,
rims."
right?
Yeah, that was last year.
His dumbass.
Nah, they got booted out.
Yeah, the
Wait.
Warriors ain't.
The play-in. Who did they play?
Wait,
in
which
the-
one? Was,
Warriors made the playoffs last year.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
they played the
oh,
third.
that
seed.
year when they were
sixth
really,
seed.
really bad.
Yeah,
That's
that
when
was
they
bad.
lost in the
2
play.
years
They were like
ago.
super duper bad.
Yeah, they were
Oh,
really
no.
bad. And
I
like,
think
years
3
ago.
years. Yeah, when they were really bad, like when they had like a high
Nah.
draft pick.
nah, they lost
Right.
to they lost to the Lakers in the play-in, and then they lost to the Grizzlies in the play-ins too.
Oh,
Yes,
That's when he got voted out.
Oh, so they
The
was
next season, right
yeah.
after, they were the third seed, the third or second seed. That's when
and
they
then
won the
that's year
chip.
they won the
Mm-hmm.
chip.
And then the
last
second, and then after that, they made the sixth seed
Mhm.
because of a really tough game that I think they played the Kings or something in the
Yeah.
last regular season, and they ended up getting the sixth seed, and they ended up playing the third seed, which was the Kings. They won that,
Mm-hmm.
and then they played the
Oh,
Lakers,
yeah,
lost in
yeah,
that
yeah.
series. I'm sorry, I got the Lakers. Like I
Yeah,
got the
me
Lakers
too.
smacking them. That's gonna be a blowout. I
Blowout?
just
I don't think it
I
was
don't
a
like the one
blowout.
game. I don't know. Like I
One
feel like
game.
one
Only thing I don't
game,
like.
one
The
games
one
is
game.
like that's a lot. Anything can happen in one
Yeah,
game,
honestly.
and I don't like that whole entire thing. But I wouldn't change it. I don't. I just don't like the 9th and 10th seed.
Yeah,
like
that's
I don't.
scary.
I feel like they shouldn't. I feel like at least the 9th seed should have a say in the
Yeah.
8th spot. But I don't like the 7th seed being included in this. I feel like they've worked a lot to
Yeah.
get to that 7th
Yeah.
seed. So like, why are they included in this? But I mean, to me personally, healthy for healthy, I got the Lakers smacking the Warriors.
I got the Lakers all day, man.
Yeah,
My only thing
Lakers too. Like I don't really see it for the Warriors.
My only
Yeah.
thing is,
Listen,
my only
man.
concern is like, if that man Clay start getting hot,
He always played good against LA.
Listen,
For
man.
some reason, he always goes.
if
'Cause he wants to
them
play
two
for them.
guys get hot
I heard
over
that.
there, like steaming hot.
Listen, that's all I'm gonna say. Y'all all got the Lakers. I'm gonna be different. I got the Warriors.
Oh,
I think
God.
Curry gonna go in there in a different mode this year. They won the last 2 games, right? Against them.
Hey man, you've been
They
telling
won the
me
last
Steph Curry
one.
for a minute.
Huh?
I have not.
They won the
believed in
last
that.
one. I don't know about the one before.
Listen, all I'm saying is
Yeah, they won the last.
The
one.
temperature is
that was just like a
different.
couple days ago.
Temperature is different now if he starts hot. It all depends on the first 10 minutes of the game,
But it's
first
like
quarter.
LeBron James though. Like
Yeah, but this
LeBron
is
James, AD,
this is
D-Lo,
that
if
man.
Anthony
I know.
Davis is who the people
trade
think
deadline,
he
No.
is,
D-Lo.
I mean, he
not
ain't been
trade
hooping
line
though.
D-Lo. He
recently.
hasn't been that.
Listen,
I will never.
it's one
see
game,
him
bro.
either.
Steph get hot, who knows?
It is one game, but probability wise, I'm taking the Lakers
Yeah,
over the Warriors
same.
any day. I mean, let's get into the Suns and the Kings.
That's a good matchup.
Suns.
I've always been a big believer of the Kings. I don't know. I'm a big fan of the Kings. They
taking
play great basketball.
Wait,
I don't care about Bradley Beal. I don't care about KD. I don't care about Devin Booker.
Ooh.
I don't
I'm
care
like-
about none of that.
I'm like Rich. I'm taking the Kings.
I'm taking the
Ooh.
Kings.
Y'all crazy.
I'm taking the Suns.
Suns, bro.
But also,
Alright.
guys,
Come on,
let's
man.
note that right now the Suns are only a half game behind the
Yeah,
Kings,
like the
Yeah,
West.
and they play. I mean, I'm half game behind the Pelicans, and the Pelicans and the Kings play tonight. So if the Pelicans lose tonight, Phoenix
They
is
can
going to
get
get to
there.
6,
To
Yeah.
6.
and they're not going to have to worry
That's
about
what I'm
6.
saying. The West is
So it's
very,
like-
Yeah, so it
like,
can switch up.
the West is very. I mean, but let's go into that. So I mean, if the Pelicans and the Suns switch,
Mhm.
who we got? The Pelicans or the
I
the
got
Kings?
The Pelicans,
I'm gonna take the Kings.
bro.
Yeah, the
That's a
Pelicans.
good-
Wait,
That's-
what did you just say? I'm
If
sorry.
it's Kings
Pelicans
versus
or the Kings?
Pelicans,
Kings versus Pelicans.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm taking the Pelicans. Bro.
Yeah, I like
y'all,
them.
but
I like
y'all
I'm
seen
taking
how
the
Zion
Kings.
been
Zion been
hooping?
hooping.
I thought I was about to.
Locked
You
in.
saw
change
him
this man's
against.
locked
mind.
in.
You saw him against the Suns the
Yep.
other day, bro. He locked in.
I'm
Maybe
not
they
gonna
get,
Finally.
lie.
I don't know if they get BI back by then, but
oh, I forgot he was out.
Season
So-
end.
Damn.
It's over. I'm not gonna
He's
lie, it's
locked
up.
in.
yeah, he is locked though. Zion is locked.
He's locked in, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
That would be like a really good.
It would be a
game.
really
Like
good
a
game.
really good
yeah,
game.
but I got the Kings.
Yeah,
all
me
day.
too. Honestly,
I'm
I feel
sorry.
like
Wait,
DeMontis
so-
Sabonis is just really, really
He's
good,
just
and I feel like he
good.
can
He's
defend
great.
good enough to like slow Zion down,
So
not
you-
stop him. But
Do y'all
slow
see
him
the
down.
plane like shaping like this, or you think it's going to switch?
I think it's
I
gonna
think
switch.
the 6 and 7, like New Orleans and Phoenix, I think they're switching. I think
Who
the
the
East.
Suns play less next games?
Let me see.
I'll tell you right now. Hold on.
They just played. Okay, can we talk about how they were down like 6 to
They got
36
two-
the other day? Like,
They got 2 games. They
Whoa.
playing
That was
the
crazy.
Kings tonight.
Hey, but they got their get back.
yeah, they got
no.
to get back last
They
night.
play the
back.
Kings tomorrow, and they play the T-Wolves Sunday.
The
The
Suns.
Suns?
The Suns play the
Oh,
Kings.
damn.
Oh yeah, tomorrow at 10:30.
Pelicans, we're going. Let me see.
That's
their
a tough 2
schedule.
games. to
Pelicans
finish it
play the
out.
Warriors tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
That could go either way.
and Lakers Sunday night.
I could go either way too.
Oh man, so they can go. This can change the whole entire thing.
And then
And
the
then-
Suns play the Timberwolves on Sunday.
And then let me see the Kings schedule.
the-
Besides the Suns,
What's the series
Tomorrow,
between the Suns and the
they
Timberwolves?
play the
this year?
Blazers on Friday.
Who
I
been
mean
winning?
Sunday night.
They won in that.
Oh, are you saying like in the regular
Yeah,
season?
like who?
I
Is
think.
that like they,
I'll tell you right now. Against
Uh,
who? The Suns.
yeah.
The Suns against the Timberwolves. What's the season record?
Season record.
What's-
It is 2-2.
Yeah, that's yeah.
They play 4. How
Play
many-
4
yeah.
games. Yeah, 4.
Four games.
But
They
I
won
think
too.
Cat has been out for like 3 of those games. So you really have to the factor him in. He's coming back tomorrow. So he gonna have his little repetition.
I don't know. Like
I
this,
think-
that Timberwolves team is not a team to be played with. I'm sorry. I've
Honestly.
been advocating
Oh,
for
y'all
them
said the
this whole entire
Timberwolves.
season.
Oh,
I've been
yeah.
telling y'all from day one, like that Kings team. I mean, I'm sorry, that Timberwolves team.
Mhm.
That's not a team to be played with.
Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all said the Wolves. The Wolves is up in the series 2-0 against the.
The Suns.
I mean, the Suns is up against the Wolves 2-0.
Oh, they only played each other twice.
Mm-hmm.
I think division
That's
wise,
odd.
it's a little different.
Mm-hmm.
I thought y'all said the Kings. My bad.
I think I don't know. I don't like being the 7th seed if I'm any of these teams. Like except for the Lakers. I think the Lakers have a best shot of beating both the Nuggets and the Timberwolves.
I think Lakers are trying to get in.
yeah, I mean
They-
No, Nuggets got their
injuries
number.
is injuries.
Nuggets
Yeah.
got
they've
Nuggets
lost
got
a
that
lot
number,
of
my
key
boy.
defensive players. So
Lakers,
what'd you say?
Nuggets got the Lakers number.
Lakers
I mean,
got
they
the
do,
Always.
but like, out of all these teams, out of all the West teams, the
Mm-hmm.
playing teams, who would stand the best chance against the Nuggets? I'm saying the Lakers.
Yeah, I would
I
agree.
got I got
would
3
agree.
teams against them.
Oh, the Suns too. I think they have a good team.
Suns gave them.
I got the Lakers, I got the Mavericks, and I got the Clips.
Well, I'm talking about the playing.
Oh, y'all playing? Oh, I thought y'all talking about like in the
Yeah, like
future,
out of the
Nah.
West, like who would want to be the 8th seed?
the Lakers.
Yeah, I'm
I
saying the
don't know,
Lakers.
bro. They
You
You
know,
think
had
the
no
Warriors
success.
would last
Either
any
the
chance?
Lakers,
They had no
either
success
the
against them,
Lakers
bro.
or the Suns. Because
I mean,
if I'm
I'm
them,
saying.
like
Yeah. I
at
don't
that
know.
point, I'm gonna just take the top dogs out.
Nah, I think the Lakers would rather play the Timberwolves. Is that
Yeah.
even possible? No, they can't, right?
I mean, yeah, I mean the Lakers can play. They can.
They
yeah.
They
could.
have to
They
win.
get
They would have to
2-7.
win.
Nah, they gotta look.
The Lakers.
They
have.
have. They would have to win that
They,
Warriors game,
Mm-hmm.
and then
They gotta win
No,
tomorrow.
they can't. They
can't,
can
right?
only be.
No, they can only be 8th seed.
They can only
Damn.
be
So, wow.
Suns. In
So
order
out of
to-
the Suns and the Kings, who
in
would
order
rather
to
be
get
the
that
8th
8th seed for them?
Oh,
The Pelicans,
yeah.
the Suns, and the Kings literally
Oh.
all have to lose in the next 3 from today to Sunday.
yeah. I see what you mean now. I think the Lakers would rather play the Nuggets. I think the Suns would rather play the Timberwolves. To be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I
some-
mean, like, I don't know. I feel like the Lakers would stand a chance. I mean, like the Western Conference was. I mean, the Western Conference Finals last year was a whole different thing. Like we saw,
Oh, yeah.
They was
Jokic-
close in every game, but
they
they
was
can't
close in every
close.
game though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but the Lakers
Even this year,
can't
they can't
close.
close
They
against
can't
them.
close out all.
Against them.
and like
For-
like I said, like the Western Conference Finals was determined by like the role players. And
Yeah.
D'Lo wasn't there. You
I
had
think
other players wasn't there. So
Each
it's like,
game was decided by less than like 10 points.
Yeah,
every
it
single
yeah, it
game.
was not. There was
That's
not a
how
single game
close
where it was like a
was.
blowout, and then
At
you
all.
got like Jokic doing
If I'm
step
Yeah.
back,
If
fade away,
I'm the
grand
8th
five
seed,
shots.
Not gripper.
If the Lakers hit that 8th seed, I want to see the Nuggets for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
I got
like,
all the energy now. We got all the momentum.
I don't know. That's enough, bro.
Obviously, you don't know if it's enough, but you
We
know
don't.
you gotta go out. You gotta
But,
go out
like,
with a battle.
I'm saying though, like you got to go out with some type of battle. I would see the Lakers winning against the Clippers and the Mavs too.
I
If we
just
really
I
wanna
just
talk-
need to
like
see
that area right there. Well, I'm lying. The 3rd and 6th seed is the area I want to be in.
Yeah.
Where I can
Yeah.
face either the Thunder or the Pelicans if
Yeah,
they
that's-
stay this
that's
way.
perfect. That's what
I
I
want this. I want this path to the finals because this is the
Yeah.
easiest path. I feel like if the Suns could beat the Timberwolves,
Mm-hmm.
they can easily beat OKC. I'm
Yeah,
not a believer
for
in
sure.
OKC.
That's why
I'm a
not
big
as
believer in
well.
playoff
if the
experience.
Suns luck up and get that
And-
6th seed, that's pretty big for them.
Yeah, that's what
3
I'm-
They-
and
if they
6,
luck up
yeah.
and get
I
there,
think they
that's-
really will get it because I just don't see it. I mean, I like the Pelicans, but I don't think that they'll win both games.
I don't know.
The last 2 games.
Without
like,
Brandon Ingram,
that half game
it's
is like
tough.
really
that's
tricky.
really tough. Like
You know, my boy Zion been.
Hey, my boy Zion been
He
hooping.
been
that's
wild.
crazy.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Literally,
He been wild,
He
bro.
been.
literally.
Listen, bro.
He said,
like,
"Fuck KD" the other night.
He said
He
He
that.
did.
got that block. He said,
No.
"Get that shit
Oh,
out of here."
oh.
Yeah.
I thought he literally said that. I was
He
like,
said,
oh,
"Get
wait.
that shit
I
out
was
of
like, you
here,
gotta put the
bitch
clip in
ass."
there.
I was like, "Yo."
you probably did, but we blocked it. But I don't know. Like I like my chances. I like the Kings' chances
Mhm.
of them beating the Timberwolves and them going on. Like this is a clear path for them to solidify themselves and going as like being the head of the West. I mean, at the end of the day, I still have the Nuggets still coming out the West.
Mhm.
I feel like that team is just too overpowered. I feel like they just
Definitely.
have a great center
Listen, man.
that is just an all-time great.
You believe in them boys?
Oh, come on. Don't do this.
I got the Mavericks.
Oh my
Oh
God.
God.
Wait, nah.
You got a
believe-
Kyrie? You got a
The
And
Kyrie?
I
whole way.
love-
The whole
I
way.
love
I got the
Mavs.
Mavericks the whole way. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
I will say
that's-
on
yeah.
air, I've changed my
So you
I've
got
changed
him
my
going.
ways.
You got him going.
And Giannis is
Let's
not my
talk
guy.
about. Let's just talk about Luka's late MVP push and how the Mavs have been like 17-2 over their last 19 games, and that's how they're not in the plane anymore.
He's getting MVP.
That
Luka-
team is different.
He's not
Luka
getting it, but he
is-
I don't
should
think
be
so.
considered,
Luka is that
heavily
man.
considered.
Jokic.
Jokic.
There's only two people. There's only two people that can get it, and it's Luka or Jokic.
And they're definitely
Nice.
That's
giving
gonna
it
be
to
his third or fourth.
third.
Third.
They're giving it to Joker because they're not going to give it to
They got
Luka
the first seed, right?
because he's the
First.
5 seed.
He's a first
Wait,
seed,
yeah,
but like
five.
the numbers are
I'm giving
outrageous
it-
for Luka.
I'm giving it
He's
to
fifth
Luka.
seed.
Yeah.
But I mean, bro, look at
I'm giving it to
Jokic's
Luka.
But
team
Jokic first
I don't think
MVP,
he will,
he
though.
won as a 6
as a
seed.
6 seed.
So
I remember that. So
My thing,
don't know,
I'm
like-
giving it to Luca because y'all was the 9th seed last time I
Push it,
checked.
push it,
Literally
quick.
in the beginning of this year, like January.
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah, like a few
Yeah.
weeks ago,
I
y'all
remember
was damn
discussing
near
at the beginning of
Last
the
time,
season.
yes.
I remember discussing
yes.
at the beginning of the season I remember when we had our predictions and
Yes.
everything. I was
Yeah.
like, yo, the Mavs is not gonna make the playoffs if
Ooh,
they
check.
don't.
I told
Because
him
I
he
said
was
it.
bugging.
No. I said it because I was like, if they don't get a good
couple-
front court,
Yeah.
they're
Oh,
not
yeah.
gonna make
They got it
And
now.
some guys will get some
They got
shots.
it.
And
Yeah.
like we
And they
discussed,
got
like
it.
PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford have been
Everything.
amazing.
Dante
bro.
Exum out of nowhere.
Dante Exum.
Key shots.
I ain't heard of his
Key
name
shots.
since 2K.
I just seen him. Yo, he's
Not
making that
since 2K.
face. He just hit
Oh wait,
he hit a clutch three.
him
against
on
the other night.
2K,
Yeah.
yo.
Bro,
When
Yo.
you start off with the my team and you got
Yeah.
Dante Exum on the team, bro, automatic bucket. Like he's up there. Like
Nah, bro. The season turnaround has
Shout
been
out to that man for
absolutely
saying all my
ridiculous.
team.
I would have never seen them as like fifth seed. Like 2 weeks ago, everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, we just need to win like this many more games so we could just be a 7." And now, like, we
think
don't even have to worry
January-
about
I
it.
knew
Like,
when
thank God.
Luca had that little like what was it, 10 game, 5 game, some stretch
Yes,
like that,
straight
just
bucket.
Where he had 30
35
triple
doubles.
doubles.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, that
Nobody
was
was playing.
crazy.
He
Yeah,
wasn't
straight
playing
bucket.
no more. He's not playing with the league
Straight
no more.
And then Kyrie turned up during Ramadan. Like, y'all
And then
know,
the one game
man,
they
the
beat
myth,
the
the
Nuggets
You
legend.
know how much he averaged during Ramadan?
Like 30 something.
30 something.
The man,
Crazy.
the myth.
I think like 2 games ago
Ramadan,
they had 85
Ramadan
together.
Bari
They had like 80 plus points
84.
together.
84.
the other night,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, they had
When
like
Kyrie
80.
had, like,
Yeah,
40.
they had,
Yo,
like-
that game was yo, that game was.
Oh, that
crazy.
OT was crazy. And that
Wait,
game
versus
knocked
the
off the
Rockets?
Rockets.
Oh,
they
yeah,
knocked
yeah,
off the
yeah. We
Rockets
lost-
from
yeah,
playoff
knocked them
contention.
Listen, man, Clippers, Mavs got a lot of star power in that series. That's gonna
I'm
be a
excited
movie.
for that. I'm very excited for
You got my
that.
boy James. You got my boy PG,
I don't like James
Harden,
Harden.
Kawhi.
Clippers fans,
My boy
Harden not
Kyrie.
showing up.
I've never
say
liked
that.
James Harden.
Let's
in my
repeat
life.
that now.
That's
Harden
and
not
Russ gonna
showing
be. That's a
up.
lot of stars. in
Shout
that.
out to Steph. He couldn't make it, but yeah, I'm sorry. The Clippers is
Oh
losing
yeah,
that.
Harden. Not
I've
showing
never seen Luka
They
this
losing that.
locked
They losing
in
that series.
before.
Clippers.
Yes.
In 6, I believe. I'll give him 2. What you gonna give him?
Even if
5
Kawhi-
or 7?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying 6.
I know they're losing.
I got the Mavs in
Let me
6.
tell you how I know they're losing. I know
How
they're
they-
losing when Clippers fans start telling me that Paul George is y'all best player.
He been hooping.
Ooh,
When y'all telling me that
He has been
PG
hooping.
is
But he's
number
not-
one on that
he's
team,
not a number
not better
one.
than Kawhi.
y'all
Most
losing that
important player
series.
on the team.
He's not a number
PG is
one.
the most important player on the
Because
team.
bro, because think
I
about it.
definitely think he is.
If
Yeah,
Harden's
he
not,
is. I
if
can get
Harden's
with
not
that.
scoring, and everybody's keen on Kawhi,
Yeah,
forget about Russ is gonna do what he do. Like he gonna
He gonna show
I
up.
would
you need PG because he scored like 26 in the fourth quarter.
the other night, yeah, versus the Cavs.
And he's their
Yeah.
best defensive player
Yeah,
too.
so-
Better than
I
Kawhi
think he-
this year
yeah,
at
this
least.
year, yeah.
I just don't want to hear that he's number one.
So he-
Like, we
Because
know
when he
who's the
shit the
number
bed, I
one
really
guys.
don't want to talk about it. 'cause-
Kawhi.
He's
So-
such a great player too. Like he
He
has
did.
so
He
much
is,
potential.
but like,
Yes.
But it's just like he doesn't like rise
just
to
something
the occasion.
about his
lately.
game.
Lately, let's not shit on PG's.
no,
like,
yeah,
whole
PG's
career.
PG's
His
whole career
Pacer
is
days, he was
amazing.
that
Pacer
guy,
days was
but-
crazy when he
OKC
faced
days,
LeBron in his
amazing.
last finals.
Okay.
Like
But my thing,
No,
like, it's just something.
2021 playoffs. PG.
It's just
Come
something
on.
about PG that's like,
Ooh.
I don't know. It's missing. Like,
I don't know.
ever since
I
he
don't
got
know
to the
what it
Clippers,
is,
I
though.
mean, I remember we
Yeah,
was
stretches, though.
Always.
I remember what year was it? 2019 where Dame knocked them off the playoffs. OKC.
yeah,
I
Oh,
remember.
with the bye-bye.
I remember talking to Ro, and he was like, "Yo, OKC, I don't know. Like OKC got the Blazers and stuff. So, and yeah, everybody know I'm a Blazers fan. So I'm like, damn, that's a bad series. You got Russ and PG. PG coming off an MVP type year. I think he finished third in MVP voting, and he ended up getting a shoulder injury. And I feel like that's
I
the
remember that,
main.
yeah.
It's not mainly his scoring. It's not mainly his consistency, but it's his injuries
Yeah, his
that
health, his health.
Yeah, the injury.
plagued
shoulders.
his whole
Shoulders
plagued
injuries.
his whole career
Mhm.
as a playoff performer.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get it twisted. Like, look at what he did to the Suns. How many games did that go? 6 or 7?
6.
Well, last,
And that-
last
he was
year, was that last
he
year
was
or 2
dolo
years
that
ago?
series, cooking them.
Come on, like
Oh yes, when Kawhi was hurt.
When Kawhi
Yes,
was
yes,
hurt,
yes.
he
I
had
think
to
he won,
rise
like,
up.
6
That was
or
last
7.
year?
who did he?
2
Was
years
that
ago.
last year or the
Before
year
that.
It's like
before?
2-3
That was
years.
2021. That was when the Bucks won it. I was talking about 2021.
Didn't he give Utah that work too?
Yes.
Yeah, he gave Utah.
I think he
that
gave
work.
Utah that work, and then who else?
Kawhi got hurt that series.
Who else did he face in that?
Dallas.
Come
But
on.
Kawhi gave Dallas that work. That
Yeah,
year.
that you're right.
And
You're right. You're
and
right.
Kawhi got hurt
And then he got rehurt
like game
again.
1 against Utah, and PG just took off.
Wait, that's the
Him
year
and
when
Reggie
the
Jackson
Mavs
just
went
took
to the
off.
Western Conference Finals.
No.
Oh.
No.
2021 when the Bucks won. That's we were talking about when
The Bucks
PG
versus the Suns, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the year that we were talking about. I mean, like, don't get it twisted.
He's still
PG is a
bucking,
playoff
though.
performer,
Yeah, well, he's still
but
bucking.
like you said, I don't like him being a number one option.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think no
just-
team could win on the back of PG. It has to be Kawhi.
And I think Mavs have good defenders now. Like if this was like
PJ
the beginning of the
Washington has been my
season,
favorite
I wouldn't
player
like I
recently,
wouldn't bet
like,
against the Clippers, but the Mavs like they've turned their whole season around.
I got all my chips
PJ
on
Washington
that,
has
bro.
been my favorite player on the Mavs. So
I literally,
far.
Clippers got no shot.
They got a shot,
They
but
got a shot.
my whole thing
Let's
is
not
just
do that.
like,
Let's
bro,
do that.
They
got a shot.
they got
got
a shot, but my whole thing is like, y'all don't want to see Luka, bro. Y'all don't want to see Kyrie.
He's a known
When they
Clippers
hot,
killer.
Yeah,
He's a known Clippers
Seen
they
killer.
beat him though,
leg.
right?
Clippers beat him. Have we
leg.
ever seen Luka with a bad
Clippers beat
playoff
them?
game?
Yeah,
When, like, in the
Luka's
playoffs?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like
but he
Yeah,
kills
I
them
think
though.
He does.
he
every
kills
time.
them, but like at that time,
They
who
didn't have
else did
Luka
Luka
have?
have?
Kyrie
Yeah.
No.
on his right hand.
Nah,
What am I
Luka-
supposed- who am I supposed to
even
depend
the
on?
first
Tim
time they
Hardaway
played
Jr.,
in the
like-
bubble, he ain't really had nobody.
But he killing them.
He was so.
Kristaps Porzingis.
Hey,
Oh yeah, that was with
boys.
Jalen Brunson and Kristaps,
Yes,
and they thought
yes.
like that was like
Yep.
the
But
that was the
Jalen
big move right
then
there.
wasn't Jalen now.
Jalen
Nah.
wasn't
Yeah.
Jalen then, and Kristaps was
He was
shit in the
still
bed and
him, child,
injured
anyway.
every single
Yeah.
game. So it was really just Luka and
Scrubs.
Maxi
Mhm.
Kleber. Right.
Maxi Kleber.
Hey, but
Like,
yeah, I
Dwight
like,
Powell.
like one of y'all said, I think Luka is the
yo, how long
MVP of
has
the
he been on
year.
that team?
Whole
Yeah.
time. I think like 8 seasons, 9 seasons.
I think he's like the longest tenure.
But yeah.
That's
He
crazy.
is.
But let's talk about the East. I feel like we're not giving the East any love.
We
76ers and Heat. We
Is that
got
a
we
lock?
got we got that locked for the 76ers.
No. I was
Yeah, I
going
got
Miami.
Wait, can they change? Like, is there any way it will change?
Yes, they can.
Yeah.
I think
The,
that
Heat,
From-
the Sixers can change, right?
Even
I'm pretty sure.
even the Bucks. Well, no, I think the Bucks are locked in.
At
I had
2.
a probability chart.
The Sixers and Pacers
top
can
three,
change.
top 3 seeds is locked in.
Top 3 seeds.
In the East.
For each,
yeah.
okay.
So
Can
I
the Pacers and Sixers,
Yes,
Pacers and
yes.
Sixers can swap.
I'll tell you
right?
right now.
But
They're one game behind each other.
76ers
Pacers
play
and the
Orlando
Sixers.
and the Nets.
Oh, that's 2 wins.
Friday,
Definitely.
Sunday. Let's see the Pacers
The
schedule right
Pacers
quick.
play-
That's 2 wins right there for them.
I would see the Pacers dropping into the play-in. Honestly,
Pacers play Cleveland tomorrow.
Oh,
Either
most
way.
definitely.
Hawks Sunday.
Either way, my boy Trey.
I just trade that game.
I think he might rest that game.
And then
Yeah,
the
they-
He
Heat.
can't rest.
He has. I mean,
The Heat play Toronto
Bro,
the next
because
2 games.
I think
Both.
the Bulls. I think
Ooh,
who
that's
the
still-
Hawks play
They play
because I don't
they
see
play
a
the
reason
Pacers,
why
though.
They
Trey
play
would
the-
play.
Somebody, I just.
Yeah, that's a fact. 'cause
I
they
got
mean,
said
they locked
somebody
in
they
10.
played.
That's
Yeah.
it.
They locked
Okay,
in
well
10,
then,
but
yeah.
I would rather have.
Hey,
I
they-
would rather have home court advantage.
They play the
Yeah,
Wolves.
they're not getting anywhere.
They play the Wolves tomorrow,
It's
and then the
lost.
Pacers on Sunday for the Hawks.
The Pacers are
9
going to try.
and 10
The
are
Wolves don't have
solid.
no reason to try in that game because
Yeah, the Wolves
kinda
might
locked
just
in.
Lay down.
Yeah,
Oh,
9 and
sit
10
down, I mean.
are solid. Chicago and Atlanta.
yeah, I mean,
The only 2 teams that can change out of these, I mean, out the East is the 76ers and Pacers,
Yeah, they're one game behind.
and the Heat.
one game
that's it.
behind.
I don't know.
All 3, just those 3 teams could change. 9 and 10, they staying where they at.
4 and 5 could change because the Cavs are 4 and
That's
the
the one
Magic
that I'm
are
really
5,
looking at.
but they're only one game behind each other.
Yeah, I think 4 to 6 can change, right? 4 to
Yeah.
6 can change.
Well, Orlando
Well-
and Indiana have the same record, so they're like if one of them loses, they drop into 6. If the other
If
one
I'm the
loses,
Knicks,
they
I
go
would
to
keep
5.
I would keep where I'm at right now,
No,
like
they're-
in this section right over here, because they can face
And they're only a
the
half
Pacers.
game.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, if the 76ers win, right? If they win their next 2 games, they become the 6th seed.
Yeah, but if Indiana loses
Yeah,
both
Pacers
of theirs,
gotta
they
win
have to lose them.
Pacers gotta lose
Both
both
of them.
games. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think the 76ers could do it. I don't believe in the Pacers, but
Are you still mad about the playing
Yeah,
game?
I
yeah.
am.
Wow.
I mean,
We're gonna
he
talk
got-
about that
What was-
another
what was that
episode,
called?
but the what was that
Was it-
called?
it was
In
pl-
tournament.
In
in-season
tournament?
I'm like,
Yeah,
not
we're
the
gonna talk
play-in.
about that one day. Cause there's a lot that goes into that, but that's a different topic.
Conspiracy?
Nah, not conspiracy. I just think
It's a
Yeah,
conspiracy.
because it's like what goes in.
I just think it's
It's a lot, honestly.
Yeah,
I
I
kind of get where he's coming
I
from.
think it's just
It's a
it's a
lot.
weird spot for the league.
Yeah, I don't personally like it. I think it's just a.
What about how
Well, look. Oh, sorry. Go
Lakers
ahead.
was hooping during that and they fell off
That's
right
what I
after?
was just about to say.
That's,
They
that's-
tried so
yeah.
hard.
That's the point.
They
That was the problem.
They
Y'all
tried
hooping,
so hard, and then after they won, they
gassed
was
out.
y'all
terrible
hooping,
after.
y'all hooping for what?
500K.
What am I getting?
Right.
Extra
Like,
500K.
Yeah, extra bread, like, bro. These
They was
NBA
they actually they was competitive. during
yeah,
that, too.
obviously,
Really?
yeah. They was real
That's the
competitive.
best I ever seen.
But my
AD play
thing
on the
is like,
Lakers. Ever since the bubble,
That was a
like,
good run. That
That was crazy.
there's a
I
lot
mean, look
that
at them
goes
now.
into that.
Look at
That's
the
a
Pacers and
different
them now. The two winners of the in-season tournament. I'm sorry, I'm
Who's up
mad.
there?
I mean, but the
Oh,
Pacers are in the playoffs, and they don't
They are,
necessarily
but,
have to
yeah.
fight
They've
for
been
a
dropping.
spot.
They've been dropping.
How far were
ever
they high?
since.
How high
It
were
was
they?
like the third seed.
It
on
was
that
the third
shit.
seed.
Oh, they wasn't saying that.
Definitely not.
We
I
wasn't.
didn't. And they traded for Pascal
we
Siakam,
not
and I
doing
haven't
that.
heard nothing about him this whole time he's been
mean,
over
he's a
there.
cool
He's a
21.
cool
He's alright.
pickup.
He hasn't. He's actually improved his 3-point
Yeah,
percentage.
he's
ever
a-
He's a
since
cool
he got
pickup.
here.
I
But
haven't
his
seen a Pacers
assists have
game
gone. Of course, his assists have gone down.
because Tyrese is the.
I like him
assistant.
on that team though.
I like
But,
his
like,
matchup against
the
the Knicks though.
The reason why the
Who?
Pacers are so far
Pascal,
gone-
because Randall's out.
Yeah, but you got
Nah,
Mitchell
you got
Robinson, you
OG.
got Isaiah Hartenstein.
Nah,
Is
that's
OG
a
right?
bad matchup.
Is OG
bro.
right?
Who? OG?
Is he right? Like, is he back?
Yeah, yeah.
Is he back? I don't
tonight.
know.
He's back tonight?
good. He's
I
good.
got
He's
a
been playing?
parlay on him.
Yeah, he's good.
I got a
I
parlay
think he's on
Nah,
minutes
nah.
restriction though.
15 points.
Oh no, yeah, that don't matter.
Because of his shoulder, but nah.
That don't matter. He
Oh, he on
He gonna
minute
see red when he
restriction?
see Pascal. I'm sorry. It's
Why?
not.
'Cause they
He on
former
minute
teammates?
restriction?
Yeah.
Oh
You
Lord.
gotta watch out for that, bro.
I was like, nah, that's a bad matchup.
Who's watching Cavs Magic in here? Y'all not gonna watch that?
I'm gonna watch it.
I know.
I'm gonna watch it just for like for this purpose.
I was asking.
But
yo.
it probably wouldn't be my like if Housewives
Yeah.
came on at the same time.
Hey,
I would watch
I'm putting
Housewives before.
I'm putting that in
Watch
the
that
background,
series.
bro.
No, that's gonna be
No,
good hopes
exactly.
if you really watch.
It is. No, it
We
is.
falling
but I'm
asleep
put-
to that.
I'm putting that in the
That's gonna
background.
be good
'cause
hopes.
We doing our homework while that game
Yes.
plays.
That's
I'm
gonna
doing
be so
homework
boring. That's
while
that
I'm
NBA
watching that
TV
game.
series. Like, what
It
do you
is.
mean?
I love the Magic. I love how they've been playing.
I
don't know,
love the
I'm a
Magic.
defensive-
I just don't like
I'm a
that
defensive type of
matchup.
nigga, so I love defense.
I don't like that
I love
matchup.
low scoring
Oh.
games.
You
I
don't like
love
the matchup
like,
between the two? Or
Yeah,
a
just
matchup for one
between
team?
the two, like I don't know. I feel like
Oh, I got some. I
you know.
got
I
a crazy
just feel like they should play.
Oh
bigger
Lord, not a
teams.
crazy take. Okay.
Bigger-
Cavs that lose that series. Where D Mitch going this summer?
He's definitely leaving. Yo, right before when I was in the car, I was reading a story.
They lose
Like, if he doesn't sign the extension, they're gonna like try to trade him because he's not. If he doesn't sign the
If
extension,
they lose the series, he's out of there, right?
he's going to New
Most
York, where
definitely.
he wants to be in New York. Either one of the teams.
Don't say which team.
I was about to
No,
say,
I'm
what
gonna
team?
say either one. Either
What
one.
team?
Either one. Either
You
one.
going to the Knicks?
I'm not.
Why?
Gonna,
I definitely think
I'm not
he
gonna
would
speak on
We
because
are
New York
only talking about one
not finna
New York
speak on the
team
New York
on this podcast until the next season starts. We are not talking about the Nets ever again.
I wasn't.
I don't
I
even
was
want to hear about
ask.
the Nets.
What team?
I don't even want to hear about it. You
Either
know what
one.
you're talking about.
either one.
You know what you're doing.
Bro.
I am not. We are not.
Yo,
Public
I set
service
that up, right?
announcement.
Yo,
I set
one
Public
that
day-
up.
service announcement. We are not talking about the Nets. The Nets are garbage. The Nets,
Nets
are
are
trash. I hate the
trash.
Nets. Actually,
One day we need
Get
to
them
really.
Mikal
sorry.
Bridges
Get
really
them back
count
to
your days.
Jersey.
You
Not
said we
count
gonna
your
start
days.
away?
No,
You still
one
believe
day
that?
we need to like have a deep dive of what happened to the Nets. Like
We start.
That
We'll
would be
start.
really
What do
good.
we?
I already know what
Huh?
happened.
You
What
still
are
believe what you said last time?
What?
No, you don't, right?
no.
What
all
you said
right.
last
No.
What about? Oh, about the two? About the two?
No, about we're one. You said we're 1 star away.
You guys are.
See? There we
No,
go.
we're not. Rick.
But I don't think
Stop
Devin
lying to
Mitchell. I mean,
yourself.
Donovan Mitchell is that star. I just don't. I don't
He
think.
is not that
I
star.
don't think he's that star. I don't.
I
Listen,
truly
man. I talk
believe
to everybody else. Everybody tell me
How does it go
D-Mitch is
from-
one of the ones.
he's good.
He is good. He's great.
But he's on the Cavs with Darius Garland.
Like
Evan
I just don't see.
Mobley,
I just don't see him
Harris.
leaving that. I don't see him leaving that situation to the
he's-
Cavs.
Let's
to
stop
get to the
him.
You
Nets.
don't see-
But if he, I think he
No,
will go
that's
to the
not
Knicks.
thing.
Oh.
My thing is, he not the superstar we need in BK. Like,
Oh, okay.
come on,
What superstar
bruh.
do y'all need?
Not him.
Let's
I think
let's
two
ask Chance a
superstars.
question. Chance, if you had to pick 2 stars to go to the
Okay.
Nets, who
Oh, he
would they
prepared
be?
for this.
Hey!
Who's the
He
two?
rubbing his
Who's the
hands.
two?
He
You can pick
prepared for
any
this.
2 that you want.
Oh man, we need a point guard.
Okay,
So,
so
I'll
He
tell you
loved
my
this
it
team.
shot
doesn't.
chucker.
It
I'll tell
doesn't.
you
It
my
doesn't
team.
matter.
He loved
I'll
this
tell you
shot
my
chucker.
team. I'll tell you
It
my
doesn't
team.
matter if
Trey.
they're
Shot
free
chucker.
agents or not. This is just hypotheticals during
Trey,
it's
we need a
fun.
point guard, bro.
Okay,
you
Who's
want
hand-
Ice
like,
Trey?
tell me right now who's handling the ball for us?
Cam. Is
Well,
this to come off the bench?
no, he's just
Oh,
he's
Schroeder.
trash. We
Yeah,
need
yeah,
to trade
Schroeder.
him. I've been told y'all that. I've been telling y'all that for the past year. Cam Thomas,
needs to be
he
traded?
gotta go. Take that
Why?
man to
He's their best
Detroit.
player.
Send him to Detroit.
Yeah,
Give me
he's-
Cade.
Hey, did y'all see the Bleacher Report and how they ranked every MVP? I know you saw that. I was pissed. They made every MVP for the team.
Oh wait, who was ours this year?
Mikal Bridges.
I don't know
I've
why.
been trying to.
Yeah,
tell y'all
I don't know
He
why.
the best.
Yeah, he's.
You're such a believer.
Because I.
We gotta get you a jersey.
I see it.
But
Which
let's-
one you want?
okay,
The
let's-
claws one? You want the claws one?
He is
Claws
nice,
one.
but
He is nice.
he's not as nice
He
as
is not
Nobody-
what the tape was saying.
Wait,
last
wait,
night.
wait.
And that's the problem.
Cam
Look, this
Thomas
the
is at least
problem.
30.
This is the
He
problem.
could get
I don't
30
know
a
how we got
game.
to the Nets. I don't know how we got to the Nets.
My fault.
But
We
It's my
shouldn't even be
fault.
talking about
My
this,
fault.
to
I
be
got my
honest.
agenda in.
This is the problem. Look, why
Pushing his
why
agendas.
Cam? What am I talking about?
Crazy,
Mikal?
too.
I'm talking about Bridges. Look, we all know he can't be number one.
Yeah.
But that's the point. That's why.
Yes,
That's why
that's-
he has to stay. Every
Yes, he
other
is staying.
Nets,
He is
every
staying.
other Nets fan
Most definitely.
thinks Cam Thomas should be number one. When y'all don't see, he's not developed. He's not developed. There's no
He's way
other.
better than he
There's
was
no
last
other
year.
all-star
Definitely.
that's gonna come there to develop him. Because if that would have happened, we would have seen it with KD, Kyrie, Harden.
We did.
That ain't happened.
They helped him.
He was bucking.
They helped him, but then again,
Definitely helped him.
like now,
When you're trying to win championships, you don't have the time to develop players.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
When KD, Kyrie, and James were there, they weren't worried about who
They
on the
was trying to
bench,
win
what
now.
rookies. They was trying to win.
But they all
the
recognized
mistake,
he was a hooper.
Of course.
Yeah, but the mistake they made is thinking that he's a number one option. Thinking
Oh, they
that-
didn't make that. No, they
No,
were
I don't think they
And
ever
the
made
Nets-
that
I don't
mistake.
think Cam- I don't think
people on
Cam
the
was ever
internet
gonna be
want him to be
number
the
one.
number one
No.
option before the people in the front office want him
Yeah.
to be the number one option. I don't think they ever saw Cam as number one.
I
Nobody.
think they just saw him
unless
as a
some people on the
developing
internet.
star.
Yeah, but that's
Yes.
my problem. Y'all want to
a
develop.
different problem every
They want to
second. Different is the
develop him
problem.
to a number one.
You don't see it.
Why?
You don't see
He's
it?
not it. He's not gonna be.
What's
it.
his role then?
I am sorry to tell you.
What's his role then? On it.
What's his role?
Yes, like
Bro, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna be honest. He belong in the Pistons. I'm telling y'all what I'm.
They go to Detroit to rot. So
I'm
he's not
telling
rot.
y'all what it is.
yo,
Well, hey, go to
bro.
New York right now.
Bro,
On the Pistons.
This dude.
Shot checker vibes, just chilling. 12
Bro,
wins.
give me Cade,
Yeah, but that's
and that's a different story. But I don't.
Yeah.
I believe he just has to go.
My point was if you can keep the whole entire team
as
with
right
Cam
now.
Thomas
Yes, right now. Yes.
and add a star, I can say that's
'Cause the
on the
East sucks.
Eastern
The
Conference.
East sucks.
In the Eastern Conference,
They
I can
could
say
be-
that's a
They could be
fourth
one
or fifth
through.
seed.
I was
He
gonna
sucked.
say
If you
seven.
think about it, like
but
the East,
I
not
don't know.
really.
It's
you can
nobody.
jump. You can jump if you you can make a leap. I feel like.
You a leap, a slight leap. So who
Bro,
would
the
be?
Hawks got how many wins in the 10th seed, bro?
Yeah,
Come
that's
on.
ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I don't.
Bulls.
Look, bro.
The
on.
Bulls.
We
Just
gotta trade-
bad.
we
Just
gotta
very
trade-
bad.
I'm agreeing with y'all from the point y'all made earlier this year, where Cam Johnson. he
Yeah.
he
Cameron Johnson,
That
yeah,
was
he
a
both
bad-
of
that
them,
was a
though.
bad signing.
Both of the
Twin.
Cams. I'm sorry, the twins. Whatever y'all want to call
Right.
them, they gotta
them,
go.
right?
Packing them.
Both of them or just
Pack, no,
Cam?
no,
Just Cam.
Nah,
Both
Mikal
of
can
them.
stay.
So twin two.
I like
No, he's
Mikal.
saying-
I like
No,
Mikal. Mikal can stay.
no,
He's saying
Cam Johnson,
and Cam.
Cam
Oh,
Thomas.
both the Cams can go. Oh,
Yeah, they gotta
okay.
go.
If
Wow.
it leads to a star, most definitely. If it leads to D Mitch and capping out at D Mitch,
Nah,
the
it can't
any
just be
other
him, though.
player
It can't just
has
be
to
him.
be Joel Embiid. Like, it has to be an MVP type of player, not Trey Young, not nobody else. It has to be an MVP type of player. It cannot
But
be
I don't think
anybody else.
anybody would want to go there after how they did Kyrie, Kevin. Like nobody cares about James Harden. Like he could have left, but I don't think stars are gonna
Nah,
want to
no.
go. Like look at the owner. Like you see the type of shit that he did last year.
Yes.
Oh, you got to do a checklist. You got to do this and this and this. This is a grown ass man. Come on now.
You gotta win a.
Come
you
on
gotta
now.
win a chip if you want to get a bonus. That was crazy. Why
We
would you
really
put that
need
in
to talk
somebody's
about this.
contract?
We really need to have a
got-
whole. Like we need to make an
We'll get
episode
back-
about
we'll
It's a
get back
what
different
the
into
Nets
topic
did
for a
because they.
different
I got some-
episode. Off season.
I would never forget.
Wait, what'd
them.
you say?
We'll get back into an episode
Yeah.
where it's like the Nets and because
Like the
I could
downfall.
drill
Just,
the
Like
Nets.
the downfall.
Not even the
from
Nets,
like
just
yeah,
the
2020.
teams that
When did Kyrie get on that team?
2020.
2020.
Oh, they
Well,
was on that team
2019.
for 4
2019.
years.
But KD didn't
5
play that
years.
first year because he had his Achilles.
Only one thing led to his
situation.
downfall. One thing only.
What was it?
Game
7?
5.
Oh, when Giannis stepped on that man's ankle.
It's over.
I never
That's it.
liked him ever since then.
That's it. That's all. Because if Kyrie goes, if he stays upright in that series,
Oh, Chip.
Yeah, that's a
We,
tip. Yeah.
Did
they
y'all
were
see how
on
he
the
was moving that
way.
year?
We
They
smacking
were
the-
on
We
the
smacking
way,
the Hawks.
bro.
We smacking the
He was
Suns.
moving.
Suns. Oh my God, James Harden would have healed up by then,
bro.
Like,
Just
They
imagine
were on
KD
the
gets to the
way.
Hawks. That's serious, bro.
the only reason why James Harden plays is because Kyrie went down. too.
Yes, he's forced. He just
Yes.
Like
And Kyrie
That would be
didn't
crazy.
really even recover from his ankle until like
it took a long time,
halfway
yeah.
into the next
So he-
season.
It took him a
Like
while.
that nigga stepped
So to
on
be
his
honest,
ankle,
he probably
then
might
broke
not
his
have
fucking
even
ankle.
came back. He might not have.
That was a
came
bad
back.
one too. He broke that thing inward.
So you think if Kyrie doesn't come back and we get past the Bucks,
we
you think
Chip.
KD is still?
yeah.
Chip.
Shit.
Bro, you had
Yeah.
you had Chris Middleton walk
Yeah.
up in Atlanta and smack him.
Smack him. Yeah, he did.
You don't think KD
Yeah.
about to
First of all,
bust
the Hawks
ass
Yeah,
should
he
never
would've-
been
that
there.
would've
Ben
been all
Simmons,
time.
dumbass.
all time?
Like, can we talk about how Ben Simmons let him get that dunk? Like, what was that about? The Hawks should have never ever
Oh.
even been there.
Yeah,
Hey, man.
Never.
I forgot how they.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Playoffs.
Ben got a lot of smoke for that series, but Joel was fumbling. A
Yeah,
lot.
I
He
feel
wasn't
like-
that
I
good
feel
either.
like-
It was both of them. too.
Yeah, I feel
He's
like
fumbling a lot down.
76ers fans usually like to blame Ben Simmons on that, but
He was-
bro,
But they
Joel
were both
Embiid
for
was
that.
like-
I know y'all remember that turnover.
Yo, I wish I
in
had
Game
like,
6.
I wish I could
He threw
find
that to
all my
Joel
old
Embiid.
tweets.
Yeah.
Like, I was tweeting some crazy shit back then. Wish I could find.
yo,
Playoffs crazy. Playoffs gonna be crazy, bro.
But now, all right, so
Okay.
yeah, let's do some
Oh.
final notes. I mean,
yeah,
let's end off on the East. Who would want to see the Celtics in the East?
nobody.
No.
None of
Nobody.
them, honestly.
Nobody want
You
to
don't
see
think the
them boys.
76ers?
No.
Nobody want to see them boys.
Embiid gonna get his, but the Celtics they be
The-
firing from all angles.
The
Yeah.
the
All
Celtics
angles.
have the 76ers number for years. Like
They do.
it
but they
don't
took
matter
them to 7
who's
last
on the
year.
team.
They took him to set. I get it. The Celtics is a different team.
Yeah.
Sixers is a different team.
Yo, y'all remember that year when
They a
they
lesser
when they
team,
played that game?
actually.
James
and-
gave him that work game.
I'm saying they're a lesser team.
Yeah,
now.
yeah, they are. Yes, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you
Yeah.
meant last
Wait.
year they was.
Still
Y'all
got
remember
smacked.
that
Get them niggas
season
outta
when they
here.
played that game
Yeah, but it's-
and the confetti fell
Fuck
down
James
before the
Harden.
game was actually over?
Oh my god,
Y'all remember that? That shit was crazy.
that was insane.
Because somebody hit like a shot and it went to overtime. And
And it
they
went
thought they
to
won the
overtime,
game and
and
all
they
the
had the
confetti
Super Bowl
coming
confetti.
down. That was
Wait, what
hilarious.
game
was that?
This was years ago.
Yeah, years ago.
I think Jimmy Butler was still on. the
Jimmy
team
Butler
then.
was still on the 76ers.
So nobody got a puncher's chance against the Celtics round
No,
one.
not none of
Round
them.
one? No, I'm sorry.
I say the 76ers.
Can you tell me? Can you tell me who they would play in the second round?
Cavs are the if it stays
it
like
stayed
this, 'cause
like
this is
this,
ever
yes.
changing.
Yeah.
Cavs are Magic.
So they blind walk.
And-
So
they
it's
can
the-
walk.
Oh, that's
Wait, the Celtics will play the Cavs or the Magic?
Yes.
right
What?
after. Yeah.
So they
Oh.
blind walk.
They're
walk
definitely
into the
walking to the
finals?
conference
They
finals.
walking.
Catering to the conference finals.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's the luxury of being the
Yeah,
first
for
seed.
Whoa.
Yeah, and they got home court throughout the whole entire
Whole
thing.
entire
Whole
thing.
entire
They're
thing.
walking through that.
Even finals.
Yeah,
Finals too.
yeah, the whole
Oh
thing.
wow, they blind walk into the
Like
conference.
Yeah,
it's chip or
Or
bust.
Yeah, if they
to be honest.
if they
Jason
lose,
Tatum.
I don't think Celtics fans gonna be able
I
to
need
sleep.
you to step
No,
up,
if they
bro.
lose,
I'm
there's
gonna
gonna
be
be
on
some
their head.
crazy conversations.
What?
had.
I'm
about
in
to
a
be-
couple of
If
Celtics
about to get
y'all-
racist in the
if-
comments like
if we-
this.
if y'all
Hey,
lose
if
some
we
point,
lose between we not
conference
losing
and finals,
Yeah.
it's gonna be between
Conference finals or the
Hey.
finals.
even
Hey, all
conference
y'all-
finals.
I
Even
don't
that's
believe
Conference finals. If we lose,
That's a nightmare.
If y'all lose in the first round, bro,
Nah,
Oh,
no, that's
I'm
not
gonna be in.
happening.
I'm gonna
I
be
can't
in
be a
every
Celtics
mention.
fan.
Yo,
I'm gonna be
I'm
in every
gonna go
mention.
That's not
ham
happening.
on the Twitter.
Yo,
I can't. It's
trust
just,
and believe. I might go to Boston.
what? Yo, I might go catch a game for real.
Yo, I'm serious.
I might do it.
I might.
Somebody
middle of May,
sponsor us
I
a
might do
trip.
it.
Especially
Like
like
a
Celtics
sponsor.
go.
Somebody sponsor us a
Playoff
trip to a
go.
playoff
imagine they
game.
get swept. Oh,
no, that's
But
not,
we're not getting
Wait.
swept.
that's not happening.
By who?
This is
I don't
delusion.
know.
This
I'm
is
just
delusional.
saying. Hey, listen, I'm a
What-
big
what-
Celtics hater.
But I'm
If
saying,
they
like,
get swept in the first round,
You're not
yo,
getting
I'm gonna be there
You're
for
not
game
getting swept,
4.
bro.
Look, we
Wherever they
pass
are.
it, we
Game
smacking
four.
first and second round, third round.
Cakewalk.
You know, that's
Walking.
a little battle.
Nah, because they really got a cakewalk to the finals.
Come on.
right
They
now.
do.
Bro,
Like,
what? I'm
wait,
trying
not to the
tell y'all.
finals. But
I
to
think they have a
conference.
cakewalk to the finals.
They got a cakewalk to the finals.
if
I mean,
we
the
not-
only team
if
that's
the-
in their way is the
It's the
Bucks.
Bucks.
And I mean, like,
And even
to
the
y'all
Bucks.
point, like,
Yeah,
the Bucks is not that scary. They're not that scary. They're a playoff. Like, I know I'm contradicting myself, but let's be
Very.
for real. Like,
They're
to the
not
Celtics and the
scary,
Bucks,
bro.
the Celtics is the scariest team I've ever seen.
What am I scared of? I'm
Miami.
scared of Dame shooting a 30-foot. Like, are
Aight,
y'all
that's too much.
serious?
Definitely not scared of them.
I'm shooting. I'm
Miami.
scared of Giannis coming
Miami.
down the court doing what?
Like I said,
No.
I'm not gonna contradict
Hear
my
me,
point
though.
too much. The Bucks is a playoff team, but
Yes.
like against the Celtics, I always have the Celtics going. But it's gonna be a close one.
That last
The
game
only
showed me a lot,
team that
though.
could beat the Celtics is the Celtics themselves.
Yes.
And if Jason Tatum shits the bed once
Yeah.
again,
My
I'm
whole
sorry.
thing-
Oh, we're gonna have
My
some
whole thing
discussions.
with that Celtics team is
Oh, we
just
gonna
like
have to dedicate
nobody.
an episode.
My whole thing with that Celtics team is just like nobody every other team in the East, nobody could guard like they can't guard that 5. Like on the perimeter,
No, they can't. No.
Inside the perimeter, like I just don't
And they
think
got Drew now.
no
Good
none of
luck.
those 5 guys could be
You
guarded.
just signed a big
Yeah,
ass
no.
contract.
Whenever they get hot, don't matter who it is, Drew,
Derek White.
White, Brown, Tatum, Porzingis. If they get hot, bro, I don't think you can beat them, bro.
I feel like I heard that before.
I just don't think you could beat them.
Them too. Like I
The
don't
Knicks and the Celtics are playing at this moment, actually.
All right, so let's end it off. Let's end it off on this. If we could pick a sleeper to get to their respective conference out of both of them, who would it be? I know mine.
Okay, but what's considered a sleeper?
I know
Because
mine.
The Suns are really supposed to be there. They're supposed to be there, so I don't think they're a sleeper.
They're a
They
sleeper.
just was on some bullshit.
I know mine.
I've talked to
Sleeper.
everybody here. I've talked to everybody here
They're a
about
sleeper.
why the Suns are the way they are right now. They traded their whole entire depth for
For
a
Bradley
third
Beal.
All-Star that can't play. So like they deserve to be there. Like
That's why they're not a sleeper to me. Like they shouldn't have been
no, I'm
there
saying
to
they deserve
begin
to
with.
be the 7th seed. I called it out from
They
the
deserve to be
beginning.
where they are.
I called that out from
but
the
they're not a
beginning.
sleeper because y'all did some bullshit.
My sleeper team is the Mavs.
Mavs.
sleeper.
I just
I'ma
feel,
go-
I
Nah,
feel
they
like,
definitely a sleeper.
yeah,
I
I
don't
feel
think
like
a lot of people have them
they
going
hot as hell
to.
right now.
yeah, I feel like
Very
Yeah, but I
people,
don't think a lot of
Very
people
hot.
have them going to the Western Conference.
and I don't
Finals.
think I feel like
More recently.
when you
past
look
week.
at the matchups,
Yeah.
when you look at the matchups too, like throughout against the Mavs, like I just like people are gonna pick the other teams more
Yeah.
than the Mavs.
I think people just don't like Kyrie and they just don't like Luka. So it's like two niggas that y'all don't like. And
Nah,
y'all
I
just
think
split
Kyrie
up,
got
like,
the.
I think Kyrie getting
people
his shit back.
yeah.
They started fucking with him now,
Yeah,
but when he was in Brooklyn,
yeah,
nobody
they-
was fucking with him
Ramadan
at all.
Bairi.
I
Yeah.
mean, at
I
all.
think Kyrie getting because it's not the Nets. That was just a whole bad
Kyrie's
situation.
he out
bro.
the way now. Like
Yeah,
he
so now
don't
it's-
he don't really be
out
on
there
that
He
too much. He don't
hooping.
be doing.
He
Yeah, he
just-
just hooping. He go to work and go home. Like in Brooklyn, it was just too
It's a
much
lot-
extra
too
shit
much
going
going
on.
on.
And
So
I'm
yours-
happy.
I
Yours
got
is the Mavs?
I got the Mavs. I just I think they could beat any team in the West.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm
I got
with
the
you.
Magic.
The
That's my
Magic.
sleeper. I got the Magic. I love the Magic, bro. I love how
Okay.
they play defensively, top 2 defense, and the whole entire NBA too. Top 2 defense. I don't know. I feel like
Wait.
the way to get to the finals this year,
His defense.
defense. I don't know. I got this. My sleeper pick is definitely the Magic.
you got-
Okay,
you
so
got
that's
the-
your
like,
sleeper
Paolo's
pick in
gonna
the
have, like,
East.
LeBron.
And who's your sleeper pick in the West? Then?
Here, Lakers.
Okay.
Lakers.
Respect.
I don't know.
LeBron
I can't count out
James.
LeBron and AD. Like, I love AD. I think recently he's been playing good. He's been playing this whole entire season.
I
I
heard
only
it.
missed like 6 games or
Bro,
something
Yeah.
like
He
that.
playing like 74 games, I think.
He's the Iron Man. He's the Iron Man of the Lakers right now.
5 games.
And I feel like with D'Lo actually playing good, Austin Reeves, My fault. Austin Reeves actually playing good too recently, and I think Vando's coming back too. I don't know. That's a knife seed I don't want to see. I'm not
No,
gonna lie.
I heard he's not coming back.
No.
Yeah,
I don't
I
think so.
actually heard that the other day. That
Really?
he might not come back.
Yeah.
They got Gabe Vincent back though.
Ugh.
Who the
Wait, who's
hell
your
is
East?
that?
Who's your East
Um,
sleeper?
I'm gonna just say the Cavaliers, just because they have the talent. They just have to put it together. Because I don't see it for like the Hawks or the Bulls or the Heat or 76ers or the Cavaliers will be my sleepers. Quote unquote.
Yo, please don't
sleepers.
say it.
What you about to say?
You know what I'm about to say for his East.
Sleeper picks.
You gonna say the Hawks?
Nah.
What you gonna say?
I think Katie and Book got some.
Okay.
All right. Now get to your
Wait,
East.
I'm
Get to the
confused 'cause
East,
Get
Kings
to your
are good.
East.
I think Jimmy got some.
Oh,
Get
you
the
and
fuck
this
out.
Jimmy nigga,
Yo,
bruh.
that really, that last season really scarred you, didn't it?
I
Like,
don't know, bro.
Bruh, I'm trying to tell y'all that shit was a facade.
Yes,
yo, I
a
swear to
big
God,
facade.
bro. Like, I
That
swear to
shit is
God,
a
that shit was
facade.
over with.
Even,
Yes.
Yo, they was down getting in the last playing game. That was
Bro.
no facade. And to make it all the way to the finals.
That
Yo,
was
they didn't
last
even
year.
try in that. They didn't even try in
last year.
that.
Let's
That was
talk about
last year,
this
bro.
year.
They
Like,
lost 2 of their key
then-
players to get them to that spot.
That's a facade, bro.
They don't have
Right now.
Kyle Lowry no
Listen,
more.
East Spo. That's a good coach.
He's a great coach, but that doesn't change the fact that the team is just not that good.
Y'all was an ankle away from not
Not
going
an
to the
Oh,
finals.
yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
Anybody got closing thoughts? Anybody got some crazy take they want to say before? Because I'm gonna cut it off before you even say it.
You have a
So,
crazy take?
Wait.
Do you have a crazy take?
Nah.
No crazy
Sure?
takes, man.
Nah, wait.
Huh?
Wait, what you thought I was
I don't
got
know.
none.
If
No
you want to say
crazy
something crazy, I was
takes,
going to cut it
man.
off.
Playoffs around the corner.
Yes.
Let's
sir.
do this. Parlays about to come.
Maybe we should start putting your parlays in. So that
Yeah, let
next
me know, 'cause I need
episode,
to
so
make
that
some
next
money.
episode when
Hey.
you come in, we know why you're mad.
I'm gonna show y'all my parlay. The first whenever the first playoff game is for the Celtics, I'll show y'all my parlay.
And that was the end of the episode for the Couch Takes. It was a really great episode about the play-in tournament and how everything's gonna go. Of course, the seeding is gonna change throughout the whole entire play-in or throughout the whole entire regular season. We only got 2 games left, so. But you know, next episode we are gonna pick it up when this whole seeding is set, playoffs start, and I'm excited for it. Honestly,
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
Make sure
playoff
you,
time. Playoffs is fun, bro. Playoffs always
Yeah.
fun.
I love it.
make sure you guys follow us on Instagram.
Follow us on.
At the Couch Takes on Instagram, follow us on or subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Spotify, everything at the Couch Takes.
Yep.
Appreciate y'all.
I see y'all.
See y'all.